How did Merrick propose to me? Well, this is my absolute favorite story. I love telling it to everybody.
And I said, hey, you know, I made dinner reservations at 5. So we pulled up to this restaurant, Cannon's. There was a nice hotel that was right next door. And I said, what do you think that place is? Oh, and I was just like, wouldn't that be beautiful? Just to live there, to stay there, to own something like that. My roommate was in that hotel, getting everything ready. And then I paid the bill. And so I remember opening the door to my car and letting her in. And then she sat down, and then I got him to the driver's door and he sat down. So I said, do you want to go back to my place and maybe open our presents, watch a movie, have another bottle of wine or something? So I paused for a second and I said, well, before we do that, I have to blindfold you.
Totally threw me for a loop. Like, we're just going back to your place. Why do you need to blindfold me?
So I put this blindfold on her, and I drove in a circle a little bit, and then I drove around for about 5-10 minutes, and then finally I pulled into that hotel. I walked her to the elevator.
And I think it's when I was in the elevator that I kind of realized, like, oh, maybe we're in that hotel he was talking about.
And then I opened the door. I said, let me take the blindfold off.
And the room is beautiful. It's the top penthouse suite of the hotel. It's gorgeous. He had had his roommate come and put rose petals all over the floor, all over the whole hotel room. So we go to open the presents, and the first one he gives me is this puzzle.
So we start putting all the pieces in, and what she didn't realize is that I was hiding some pieces in my pocket.
And then we were finished, and the pieces were missing, and Merrick was like, oh man, I probably left them at home, and I transferred it. I don't know what happened to the puzzle pieces.
I had the ring in my pocket, and then I also had the other puzzle pieces. So I slipped them out, and I put them right next to me. And I stood up, and I said, oh, they're right here. I must have been sitting on them or something. She finally realized it when I put the final piece in there. And she was just like in awe, and I think she said, she didn't know what to say, actually.
And just didn't really look at him, because I'm like, is this it? Oh my gosh, is this really it? Getting so excited.
At that point, I had pulled out the ring, and she looked at me, and I said, so, will you marry me? And she paused, and was just, yes, I will. And then she's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And she started crying, and she cried for, must have been 20-30 minutes. God shined down upon us.